Hi, I'm Annika Johnson from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Door County Girl. I am back with my brother.
There's little Rolf, and since the last time we were here, I was in a sling, and guess what? I'm still in a sling.
He's still in a sling. 6 to 9 months.
Well, I think it's 3 to 4 months in the sling, and then I get to...
It's only been a month for you, not even.
Yeah, but he indicated that I get to take it off at home on a regular basis pretty soon, but he said whenever you're doing something, have it on.
Because you're going to use your arm and you can't.
Well, yeah, you'll be doing something, all of a sudden maybe something's going to go to the floor, and you reach to catch it. No, shoot, there it goes.
Yeah, he tore his rotary cuff. I don't know if you know that, but he's on the mend. He's already in PT.
Actually, I'm 100% healed already. I just don't want to do any of the physical labor, so I make her do it. I just
That's
wear the
right.
sling for sympathy.
At the restaurant, too.
Yep.
Yep.
So I got a director's chair in the kitchen now, and I just tell people what to do with a big bullhorn.
Ding, and a little bell. Ding,
Yep.
ding, 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 ding.
All right, so anywho.
What are we making?
We are making an Icelandic dish that translated roughly means love balls.
The love balls. We're going to make some Icelandic love balls.
But I think they say Astarpungar, and if that is correct with the Scandinavian language, we know Elska is love, so
Yeah.
maybe Esta is close to that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could figure out, because where
Ástarpungar.
does the love ball come from? So if somebody says Jag älskar dig, they love you, then Estar must be close for the Icelandic version.
Probably. And it says that these are made on a weekly basis in a typical Icelandic home.
They said if you grew up in Iceland, you would have these weekly. And in my head, I thought, well, you know who's all Icelanders is the island.
Oh yeah, I've never heard of them over there.
No, I would think that maybe somebody on Washington Island says, oh, we eat those every week.
They should have a little food truck over there with these.
And make love balls.
Make love balls from Washington Island.
So anywho.
Someone's going to watch this and do it.
No, maybe.
You'll see. You'll see.
Well, the ingredients seem pretty simple. And this is our first go around at it because somebody suggested it, and we thought, let's give it a shot.
Let's do it.
So I have some dry ingredients here. We'll have the actual measurements online. And this is going to be some flour, some sugar, and some baking powder.
Okay.
So we're just going to dump that in there and probably give it a little stir.
Should I
because
give it a
it's
little whisk?
Yeah, just to blend it all together before we add the other ingredients.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and add an egg.
An egg.
And start mixing that together. And then we'll slowly incorporate some buttermilk. It's funny because lately a lot of the recipes I've been doing calls for buttermilk. And when I'm in a pinch, I like to use that kefir.
Oh, really?
That stuff's pretty good too.
Instead of buttermilk?
That's it. You know, to me, the plain kefir tastes exactly the same.
Well, you know who used to love buttermilk?
Dad.
My dad,
Yeah.
Al Johnson.
He'd always have a big glass of buttermilk before he went to bed.
He's not Rolf's dad, he's my dad.
Well, the joke is, Annika will tell a story. My dad, I'm like, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. I wish I had a dad.
Nope, not his dad, it's my dad.
So this is, little by little, we're going to add this, and we're just trying to get a really light batter.
And they said that when you cook these, or you drop them in the fryer, because you cook them like a donut,
or an
tempura.
And what's the other thing we said? Fritter.
Yeah, a fritter. They're not supposed to be round balls like it says, love balls.
Yeah. I think the imperfection is the love of it all, because love isn't perfect.
Yeah. What are you ever
And then
funny.
it calls for some vanilla, so let's put that in there.
Ooh.
And I know you looking at it like that wasn't enough. So
I
we're
know.
gonna add
We
a little.
always like a little extra flavoring in there.
So we may not follow the recipe exactly, but we will have the exact recipe online. So
But you're not eating
don't always follow what we
Yeah.
do here.
You're not eating ours, and we just like ours our way.
Now some people may cringe because they don't care much for raisins.
But Rolf and I love raisins.
So we're going to put golden raisins in here.
We just had a vote with everybody here, and nobody likes raisins but Rolf and
Well,
I.
and we said more for us.
Ned, do you like raisins? Doesn't like raisins. Hey, you know what? Every time I donate blood, I eat a lot of raisins because they say it's loaded with iron and you should eat raisins.
I
So
did
you
not
should.
know that.
Yeah. You know who told me that?
Mike Flood.
What? What are you, an owl?
Oh, Dad.
No, Eric Conlon.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. The story was with Eric Conlon, we were making pancakes side by side one day, and we were just saying dumb things all day long, and then Eric kept asking me, "What? What? What?" I must have said something that was disbelievable, which is not too uncommon. And Dad happened to be coming around the corner, Al Johnson, and he goes, "What? What? What? You sound like a damn owl." And we looked at each other. We're like, "What?" And I go, "I think he meant who."
No, Eric goes, I think you mean
Who?
Al. He's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
I
Except,
think you're good.
do we need more raisins?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Well, that's all I got for now. But
Okay.
it only called for. We've actually put 4 tablespoons in. It called for 3 because I like raisins.
Okay.
You know who else never likes raisins? Belgie, one of the
Really?
owners of the Sister Bay Ball. Every time we came in, he'd come in and look at cookies. Ugh, raisins, and he'd walk
Oh,
away.
and I love when they put raisins in. I'm like, what's the big argument about bulla?
Oh, it's got to have raisins.
Yeah, Rolf and I like, okay, so bulla are the little cinnamon traditional Scandinavian rolls that they make. for
Sometimes they're
breakfast.
braided.
We call them bulla.
Bullar.
And we love them, but we always have to have some made with raisins and some without because not everybody likes raisins like we do.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, that's it.
All right, so now we're going to take this over to the deep fryer,
Okay.
which is just oil. We're using peanut oil. You can use canola oil, avocado oil, any of the oils you want. Bring the temperature up just a
I'm going to
tad.
get myself set up here.
And you're going to have that pan right there. You got the scoop right here.
Should I put the pan right
Yeah,
here?
because we're going to do this later.
Okay. And then,
So we're going to take that and just going to put them in by a little tiny glop. Practice one there first.
just a glop?
Yeah, just right in there. Make sure it comes off good. Just like that. That's all we're going to do. Maybe smaller if you can. And the reason you want it kind of small is, let's let this oil come to the temp a little bit. Hold on. Just because the inside won't cook all the way and the outside will get really brown. So let's see where we're at here. They want to be 350 degrees, therefore, roughly. A fry daddy would be good at this. If you had a little fry daddy in your house. All right, 300. It's climbing. 315.
Tick,
Tock,
tick,
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 tock.
tick, tick. Hey, you know, Ned, where we cook here, we don't use our house because our houses are both messy and don't have normal kitchens. And I have a lazy boy in my kitchen with a small TV.
Oh, that's right. I love house sitting at your place because everything's right within reach of the
Yep,
refrigerator.
You don't have to move a muscle. Anyway, Ned was saying there was a wolf in his yard. Now, Ned lives in Ephraim, and his house overlooks the whole Ephraim Bay. And they were sitting here, and he said a wolf walked into their yard in the daytime. And I said, are you sure it wasn't a large coyote? And he said, no, it was too big for that.
And usually, even if they're a wolf, they travel by themselves, too.
So now I don't know if Ned's lying because I have to wait for Ellen to come back from Arizona so I can see the picture myself.
Didn't get a photo, didn't happen.
Yeah, like Bigfoot.
Well, we're at 3.
I had my camera, but I couldn't get it out.
That's like those UFOs. How blurry can you possibly get it? Everybody has a cell phone with a camera on it. Okay, we're at 340. I think we can give her a go. Let's try one.
Okay.
And I think we should just fry it let's just try a tester before we dump a bunch of them in there.
You better stand back when I plop it in because it might just go.
I just want to make sure we're not resting too much on the bottom so it doesn't scorch. We have to roll that over.
They look like, what are those things called? Like a dumpling almost? Like
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Doesn't it look like a dumpling?
It looks like a Bisquick dumpling.
Yeah.
So let's go like 3 minutes on each side. And we'll have to, well, they don't.
You can't, can you even see it?
They don't have to wait the full 3 minutes. We can edit that part out. Look, I probably rolled it too quickly. So throw another one in there. Looks like it's working pretty good.
Bubble.
Try to go to tad smaller if you can.
Like that?
Yeah.
Why so small?
I just don't want it to be all doughy in the middle and all dark on the outside.
Oh.
And plus, we're just experimenting, so.
Okay. So that's the reason, smaller so they're not doughy in the middle.
That's my guess, because I'm guessing it's going to be similar to a fritter.
Then we would have to eat 40 instead of 20.
That's all right.
Okay.
Let's see.
Better keep an eye on the base.
Oh yeah, that
Ooh,
one's.
look at that, looks like a turtle.
It almost take that off, it look like a baseball. Those are the seams.
Yeah, look at that.
It's like looking at clouds.
How many do we put in there?
I don't know. Never made it before.
Just fill it up. They're just
Well,
like dumplings. This is kind of fun.
Oh, that one rolled by itself.
Jesper's going to be jealous. Jesper is Rolf's son, and he makes killer
Fritters.
apple fritters. And you know what? He's made them probably 5 or 6 times till he got them to perfection.
Yeah.
And I thought they were good
From the get-go.
from the get-go, exactly. But he tweaked it and tweaked it and tweaked it until he said he has it down. So we sometimes beg him to make them.
I was talking to him yesterday. He said, you know, it's really not normal to cook at home at all. I said, what do you mean? He goes, when I got to school, they all survived on boxed cereal and Pop-Tarts. He goes, I had to get a frying pan and make eggs and omelets and stuff. And they're like, who do you think you are? And Jesper goes, well, isn't that how you normally cook at home? No. So he's kind of got the cooking bug.
What got you interested in cooking when you were little? Just because
You know,
Dad and Mom?
I think Mom and Dad, and if they left, I kind of just like turning on the stove and trying to do something, you know. I remember eggs were my first, started making eggs, and then we started making things in the oven and stuff like that. A pizza was complicated to us, just frozen. But after a while, you want to try other things.
Okay. I'm rolling this a little bit in powdered sugar. This little fritter that looks like a turtle.
They look like those little pigs that blow up.
Ooh, I might need a fork to do
So
it.
the dark spots are the raisins, so maybe I cooked them a little too long. Let's find out.
I don't think I can touch them.
But when you ask about cooking, I remember when I was washing dishes, I was about 12 or 13 years old, and I wanted a grilled cheese, and Kirk said, make it yourself. So I walked over there, and I was like, I can make everything at home, eggs and sweet rolls from scratch. I didn't know how to make a grilled cheese. I go, how do you make a grilled cheese? And
Well,
he goes,
he probably showed you, though.
well, he did show, well, in Kirk's way, he shows somebody to make you feel about.
Come over here, dumb
Yeah,
ASS, and I'll show you how to make one.
But I'm like, that's all it is? He says, yeah, how tough was that? I go, I guess it wasn't very tough. I never thought about it. But I guess when you make your first one, it's always the one that's like.
I bet it was so delicious, too.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm an expert at making grilled cheeses.
Extra butter, extra cheese.
How come you haven't tried one of these yet?
Because they're so hot. And those aren't burnt.
It's a little doughy.
I don't think those are burnt.
No, those are the raisins.
Yeah. But they're not golden anymore, Rolf. They're doughy.
I see that.
Maybe we have to turn down the heat.
Turn down the heat and let them cook a little longer.
Or make them smaller.
Or make them smaller.
So now we've never made these before. So we're trying to figure out how to cook them all the way through.
But you know what?
Without being doughy. But this one got a little doughy in the center, but you know what? I like dough.
And so do I. Now this one's really dark.
It's like frosting.
So I'm curious how that one's going to be.
And when they don't turn out, you say, oh no, that's the cream filling.
Yeah. Actually, this is really tasty.
I like them. You know what the problem with making these are?
You eat them all.
No, I mean when you're making them, they're going to eat them so fast that you have to just stand here and keep making them. Like Mom, remember how Mom had to make pancakes?
Oh, that and waffles. Waffles are the worst when you think about it because they act like a radiator that dissipates heat.
Well, you'd have to get up extra early. I used to do that with my son. Is you have to get up extra early and make a stack of them and put them in the oven. Otherwise,
But they're never the same though as when they first come out.
I know, but then they're plucking at them before you could even get them on a plate. And Mom would go, stop. She'd get so mad if we were in the kitchen with her, remember? We have the tiniest kitchen on the planet. Al Johnson's house.
It looks like it belongs on a sailboat.
A boat. It's called a galley kitchen. It's so small. My mom couldn't stand it if we were in the kitchen when she was trying to cook.
That one came out perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Try that one.
And she would make us get out of the kitchen. Get out.
Like, you know how most houses are? It seems like everybody ends up in the kitchen gathering.
Always.
Not ours. You don't room for anybody.
They all run away?
You could, well, one person on one end, one in the middle, one on the other end. That's about all you could get.
You couldn't, yeah. I mean, you can walk through the kitchen. You just can't be in the kitchen. Okay. Let's trade places. I'm going to fry some more, and you get to roll and eat.
Okay, well, you're going to hold off because I let this get away on me. Now I'm too hot. So let's see what these other ones look like on the center, see if we can find a good one.
That's perfect.
That one should be just a little more done.
Okay, all you fools out there that don't like raisins, you're crazy. Because these raisins are tasting mighty delicious right now in this little, what do you say? How do you call them?
Ástarpungar.
Ástarpungars are delicious with raisins, guys.
You gotta flip that one.
I gotta flip it.
There you go. Perfect.
All right.
I wonder what would happen.
Bill, do you like raisins?
Yeah, you bet.
Oh,
Perfect.
see? Bill likes raisins.
See, look at that one. It's perfect on the inside. If you do this at home and you're doing it this way without a fryer, be careful.
Yes, oh my God.
Don't let these get away on you.
And don't,
Oil burns.
Don't drop them in from the up here.
Yeah. I think you got to pull that one far one out.
Okay. Let me drop one more.
That oil's a little hotter than it needs to be.
This one?
Yep.
Ooh, come back here.
You can take that out.
I think this one is done.
Yep.
Astarpungar. Ooh, look at that one.
I'm opening all of them up to see which ones are better.
I guess, you know, you're a little bit right about making them small because that way they can cook a little bit better inside.
Now, obviously, that one's too dark on that side.
Yeah, well, I bet it still tastes
This
good.
one's going to be too big, but the color is right.
You're trying to say
I
that
think
I'm
this.
burning
I
them?
think this is the Goldilocks one. This one's going to be just right.
Okay.
This one too. You can almost feel how light they are. They get lighter
I think
actually.
this one's done.
I think it's overdone. Oop, that one's underdone.
This one, look at that one. Look at this one, looks like a little frog with two eyes.
Or a puffer fish.
Puffer fish.
Pull it out.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Look at mine are a little darker than Rolf's.
All right. So anyway, I think they get the idea. You got to toy around with a little bit. I think the temperature of the oil should be between 325 and 350. I'm hovering around 375 right now. Hence, they're getting a little dark. And if you're going to do this at home, make sure you do them in tiny batches. And I think you'll be successful. And you can make them without raisins. Jesper, he doesn't like raisins. And he made this batch before, and he said he didn't put raisins in his, and they turned out fine. But he had the luxury of using a commercial deep fryer.
Should I turn down the oil a little?
I shut it off for now. I'm looking to keep an eye on it. But for what it's worth, I think we're coming to a close at Door County Girl, and we can finish these.
Rolf's going to finish these, meaning like eat them all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as I'm finishing up this last little batch, I think you should try these. I bet your kids would like to do this with you.
You know, remember rainy
be
days at home.
careful.
These are always fun to make stuff like this.
Yeah, but you have to be so careful because it's oil and
Right.
it's hot and
You don't want to be distracted when you're doing this.
no.
I think these are all going to turn out pretty darn good.
Yeah, look at that.
All right,
I'm
let's.
gonna drop the last of these in.
I'm going to find the one I said is going to be perfect. Let's see how.
Perfection.
And that one is perfect. It's just slightly got some dough in the middle, but ever so slightly. I think the carryover time is cooking them
I
to the
think
perfection.
these guys out here that don't like raisins are gonna try one and they're gonna go, ooh,
They can eat around them.
tastes pretty good with the raisin.
So there you have it. Love balls,
Astarpungar.
Ástarpungar, Icelandic recipe. Give it a shot. You know, we can't say we're pros at it yet, but
Yet.
we will be.
One day Rolf and I are gonna make these and prove Jesper that
Yeah.
we could make baby apple.
Well, maybe you're right. We'll go over to get a food cart and make them on the island for all the Icelanders.
Yeah, we should.
So don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
It takes a couple Swedes to go
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there to show the Icelanders what to do, just so you know.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on the Door County Girl website
That's right.
and on the link down below.
And you'll get oh,
Well, that's going to be
there's
a good
duck.
one. It does look like a flying duck.
It's a little chicken. It's a little
Yeah,
chicken.
look at that.
Rolf and I are like, ooh, in the clouds.
Yeah.
That looks like a rhino up there. Look at here. These look like baby ducks. Oh, look, there's a dinosaur.
all
Hey, you know, by the way, when I was watching the news this morning,
You know?
one of those flamin' hot Cheetos, one was the perfect shape of a Pokemon. What's that little dinosaur dude that was like a flying dinosaur on Pokemon? They sold it for like big fat money. It was a Cheeto that looked like one, and somebody bought it for like big money.
Because they got too much money.
Yeah.
Anyhow, this comes to an episode, the very end of Door County Girl.
Yeah.
Till next time,
Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody.
hey to everybody.
Hey do. I wish I knew how to say goodbye in Icelandic.
I think you need to do more black t-shirt with powdered sugar too.
Yikes.
He's a smutsy poika. That means he's a dirty boy with his love balls.
Yeah.
Hey do, everyone. Don't forget to try these. They're delicious. Look at Rolf go at these.
I'm just looking for the perfect one.
Well, that's because these are going to be
Oh,
the
this one's
perfect
going to be
ones.
underdone. But
These are the perfect
doesn't mean it
ones.
doesn't taste perfect.
Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.